what they do, they put that card together with all those big names on 4 weeks. 4 weeks, that's very little time. And they put AJ in with a light-punching former sparring partner. They gave him a gimme. And what they did to Wilder is they put him in with a live Joseph Parker. Parker was a former champ. He fought AJ and went the distance and was competitive. He had been active. All them guys have been active. They gave AJ a gimme, and they put Wilder in with a live opponent. The only thing that had to happen was for Parker to do his part, and he did. And he had been active, and Wilder had not. And so Parker did his part, and give him credit, right? Now, you might say, and others might say, well, yeah, but Wilder, even with the 2-year layoff, he should have been able to beat Joseph Parker. And I might agree with that, right? But last I checked, Anthony Joshua should have been able to beat Andy Ruiz, too. And he got his ass whooped by him. And last I looked, they both had 3 losses. I don't think AJ has ever wanted to fight Wilder. It's a bad style matchup.
And this guy claims he's not a Wilder fanboy. Shout out to Coach Malachi. I got the footage from Coach Malachi. Best podcast in the game. Not only does this dude say that AJ doesn't want to fight Wilder because it's a bad style matchup, but he's saying that they set him up in Saudi Arabia, which Wilder was a 6.5-1 favorite to beat Joseph Parker. I'm not going to mention all the offers Anthony Joshua gave Wilder, and Wilder even admitted in a tweet to Fury, when he told Fury that he was offered more money to fight Anthony Joshua, but he turned it down to fight him in a rematch. And to top it off, these are the same people that said Wallin would give problems to Anthony Joshua, might defeat him. They also had Francis Ngannou beating Anthony Joshua. I mean, even boxing trainers, boxing analysts, boxing fans thought AJ wasn't going to get knocked out by Francis Ngannou. Now they are moving the goalposts. Now Wilder's back in the picture. They're saying Anthony Joshua never wanted to fight with Deontay Wilder, when Wilder's telling you right here that he offered me more money for the rematch, but I turned it down. Also, let's skip all that. Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua signed the contract to fight on March 9th if they won. Deontay Wilder shit the bed. Francis Ngannou had to step in. And yet, Joshua still wants to fight. And I want to see the fight too, and after the fight I want no excuses. But for this fight to happen, Wilder got to make up for that last performance he had. He said he's a better fighter than Parker is, but he did not want a rematch. You can't make this stuff up. Wilder has to at least win a fight or two for the Anthony Joshua fight to bubble up once again. As far as a stylistic matchup problem for Anthony Joshua, I just don't see it. Wilder can't fight off the back foot. He has an inconsistent jab. I don't see him giving Anthony Joshua problems at this point. And this is what they'll use as an excuse. Deontay Wilder is past his prime. But Deontay Wilder has never been a very skilled heavyweight. According to Michael Benson, the Canelo versus Jaime Munguia is a one-fight experiment for the PBC, which means it's a one-fight deal. And the main reason why Canelo went back to the PBC, in my opinion, is because they're going to offer him more money to fight Jaime Munguia than Eddie Hearn would have. Remember, the first dispute was about Canelo wanted his $35 million to fight Jamal Charlo. They wanted the PBC to honor the contract. And the PBC said, I can't do that because the Jamal Charlo fight is not going to sell. We'd rather you fight Jaime Munguia, which means the PBC breached the contract. So Canelo went over there to his friend Eddie Hearn and see what they had to offer. And I guess it didn't work out. I guess negotiations didn't go well. So he went back to the PBC and took the Jaime Munguia deal, which he was offered to $35 million in the first place. Now, after that fight, May 5th, he will be a free agent. With Benavidez moving up to 175, and I don't trust it because he hasn't done it yet, but if he moves to 175, what is Canelo's next move after Jaime Munguia? If he gets past Jaime Munguia, which I expect him to do. And I think in Canelo's case, it's who can offer him the most money. I think the Jaime Munguia fight is going to do well. But after that, I think it's Benavidez. But if Benavidez has moved to 175, and I don't trust it because he hasn't done it yet, but if he does move up, what other options do Canelo have? The only one I can think of up top of my head is Ed Berlinga. And I put that fight up there with Terence Crawford fighting Chris Eubank. 2 fights I do not want to see. Anyway, what are your thoughts? What is next for Canelo after he beats Jaime Munguia? We all want to see Benavidez, but what if that's not an option? Where does Canelo go after facing Jaime Munguia? Leave your thoughts and comments below. JBZ, I'm gone.